following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
But it's Aaron, come on.
Let's not talk about that jerk.
So yes, you apparently you're in the cockpit because you are allowed.
Be ready to move the ship.
The sensors have detected incoming. You might want to dust off and hold 100 yards out from the station.
Of course, I'll just hail them so they don't think I'm a pirate or something. Sentinel to Solarian craft.
Yes, hello.
I'll just be dusting off, leaving the docking port free for you.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I look forward to speaking with your commander about what happened here.
Of course, no problem. They're on station. I assume. Do I need to roll just to undock and drift away, out the way?
No. You just can do that. You're a good enough pilot. You can just do that.
Do I have to roll to do a sick drift?
Well, yeah.
Oh, God damn it! Stop saying things so you have to roll, you stupid son of a bitch! I just want to, sick drift away, do a barrel roll into a fucking rolls a natural one.
I did do it, because if you break it, you're fucking dead.
I'll safely drift away.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we thought.
You are a cheaper.
Now you got me with the gamble, you don't get me with this one too.
I'm not, or I am.
Hey. Is it again?
I can't help it.
I know, he deserves it.
I'm too easy to get as well.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything, you're safer.
31.
Oh, that's sick. Get the
sick.
Deja vu, I have been in space before.
And I'll just turn that into a regular orbit of the station, like a security patrol.
Quick, someone play Blue Danube. But don't play it on the YouTube video, because we'll get copy struck for playing a piece of public domain music. Because EMI thinks they own everything.
Oh God, yeah.
Gas.
So, who's on the station at this point?
You
three are all on the station.
Yeah, I'm still at the main docking with all the pods, and it's just going to be logging. Do I need to hide because of?
No. We're the good guys here. Tiala, you'll speak for us, unless they demand otherwise.
Head cants forward, looks at the front of the thing to check on the status of her window.
I'll go up to
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Fine.
I love it when a plan comes together.
You're leaning on one of the pods, are you?
Yep. No, that's
that's
a bit
too much.
I'll lean on the wall, just in the very background, leaving you and you that you can deal with.
So I'll go to the docking bay and basically be the welcoming committee.
If only we'd gotten here before Dolan had even received the message.
How about
A Solarian in a sort of dress uniform, and then two armed Solarians behind him. Armed with the same guns those mechs had, funnily enough.
Okay, I'm going to be in my CA8 with my Revenant standing there in honor guard position by the bodies.
You wait until I retool this.
it's alright. Once I come in.
Flames
So-
up the side and wheels.
Hello.
Tiara Diavo of the Sidewinders XO.
Commander Grantala.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but this way, I'll take you to the docking bay for a start. Is there anything you'd like to know about the operation?
Oh, I have lots of questions about what happened here.
Go right ahead.
What happened here?
What happened here was someone got a bit
Ambitious.
ambitious would be the best word. They wanted to make it more efficient, so they wrote a bit of code to make the mechs help them.
To duplicate their own work
They've
habits and skills.
Duplicated their own work habits and skills, and they made that code better, and they did. They got better. Much, much better. Shown in these notes, and I'll give them the...
Yes, we were getting increasingly good progress reports from them as time went on.
Well, it was working. It was working really well. And unfortunately, it got to a point where the VI did the calculations and worked out that the Solarians were inefficient to their work pattern. So they shut off the air support, they
Developed a poison. And shot their ship down.
And they shot the ship down.
I see. That is very disturbing.
Very much so. Unfortunately, as you see, all the pods they weren't just turned off, they stopped everything going to the pods because, again, inefficient. All energy, all resources, all matter of things they needed went to the project, and that's all they cared about. They only wanted to, so that's all they did, worked on the project, and they were going to turn all the data back over to you. Unfortunately, we don't know what they would have done after that, so we felt the need to shut them down and purge their data.
That is probably a good idea. If we had not realized what was going on, we might have given them additional directives, and they might have seek to suddenly accomplish those as well.
I think if you gave, they would have gone to your next planet, and again, they would have given you startlingly amazing results. Unfortunately, anyone that you decide to swap out wouldn't have gone so well, I'm guessing.
Tell them about how they were using digitally constructed faces of dead Solarians to communicate.
It was to a point that when we actually communicated with them the first time, they were using digitally recreated facsimiles of dead Solarians.
The ones they were... Each VI was impersonating their original...
They were, each VI...
Oh dear.
So there was multiple VIs in the system, so that's why a lot of it, as you can see, it's quite...
How long was this going on for?
More than 18 hours.
Months.
Well, the shuttle was shut down at like a month. So it's more than a month.
Yeah.
So when we checked in just over 2 weeks ago, we in fact were dealing with
The
VIs,
VI as
not
it
the
was.
actual-
That's correct.
Which you should be able to tell if you check the recordings of those conversations.
If you-
Your tech experts will be able to realise that those are
If you
digital
compare
constructs.
the recordings to the previous ones, you should be able to tell the difference between the VI and the actual person. I mean, if they're giving all the right answers, why would you check?
Well, especially with their efficiency lately, there was no need to check on them. Everything they were doing was phenomenal. Any disruption on our part would have probably just held them back in our minds.
Absolutely
so we
correct.
just did a quick check-in and left.
No,
And being the sensitive soul that you are, Tiala, you could tell them that the family member, they've been being impersonated to their family members for... You know,
We were
They
alerted
were-
to the
they were
situation
sending
because of erratic
external-
communication.
so we were alerted to the situation by they were sending communicate with their friends and family for a while too. It's the only reason we picked up on anything being wrong.
I see. So one of their
One of
friends
the
or family members noticed some anomalies in their communications and brought it to your attention?
yes.
I see.
So again, we apologise for entering into your space and effectively disabling one of your stations, but if we came to you and told you that this building was under control of VI, would you have believed us?
We would have probably not believed you and instigated our own internal investigation
And the-
into matters instead.
And the problem is, we didn't feel we didn't want to injure more of your own Solarians to come and check the space, because what would have happened is they would have shot you down, killing you, and
it's not like our investigation began here.
we actually...
I also will have told you that when it realised it was being investigated, it tried to upload
Yeah.
itself off the station. It didn't succeed, thanks to our brilliance.
So, when we were shutting it down, it tried to leave.
Of course, because it probably detected that it could not accomplish its goal here anymore, if you were going to shut it down, so it tried to preserve itself in some manner.
That's what we were assuming anyway, yes.
This algorithm is how it's described and how you've said in these notes. It probably... if it is focused purely on the job, it probably wouldn't have thankfully been a massive detriment to other places. It probably would have just seemed a sort of way to jump back here again once it was back online.
But the thing is, it would have transferred resources from any other place to make sure they could get back here.
Yes.
Which would have been a detriment to your
Living
system. Whoever was in whatever station or ship they may have got onto.
Oh, this death is not worth the study of one. What turns out wasn't even a black dwarf based on the findings.
I don't fully understand what they're doing. Also, there is a crash ship on planet side as well with
15 more dead.
15 dead souls. Be very careful of the ones in the environmental suits. They've got the poison in there. It's quite a nasty poison if you read that document there.
Yeah. Didn't we... we took one of the bodies onto the
Yes,
ship?
we brought a body up.
So did we body bag him and...
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah,
So he'll be
we would
rest
have
of
brought everything back into their station.
including the oxygen tank we brought in, the original sample.
Oh, I never said that.
It's still processing in the lab.
You can hang on to that one, okay?
But again, my condolences to the families and the Solarian government for what's happened here. Is there anything else you'd need from us?
No, I think these data pads are fine, but if I have any further questions, is there a way I can get in contact with you? Oh, yes, of
With
course.
a winning smile as I hand it over to him.
Bill, invoice?
Damn you and your winning smile. Of course, thank you.
Miss Diego.
Of course. Thank you for your assistance in this matter.
Anytime you need freelancer, just give us a call. It's our extra number. Call either myself or our Commander Logain.
I'm doing that thing with the cigar smoke where because of the Turian head design I'm just letting it like curl up out of all the gaps.
It's actually, he's probably watching me and the other security guards are busy watching you.
If they were smart, they'd be watching the biotic.
Yeah.
Or the Colossus.
Well, I suppose you will need a means to get back to your ship. You wish us to,
If you've got time for yourself to just move for a couple minutes at that.
we will move so that you can dock with your ship again.
In other words, GTFO, bitch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, or we could just walk out.
Well, we would.
We could take the hot dogs.
Right, so we'll hit the docking bay.
Yeah, so they'll go back into the ship. And the ship will back out, and then give you a chance to redock again.
Execute redocking maneuver.
How fancy is this one?
It's kind of fancy. He's going to try and like swing it round so one bell's on in there.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Fucking smooth.
And unfortunately, we're inside, and there's no windows, and we can't see a single fucking thing.
There is actually.
We just see green light.
I see everything.
Coming
Logan
up, so
sees
don't-
all.
Logan sees all.
He'll go back to the log of the maneuvers and what's happened to the ship. Oh, yeah.
You think Trish won't tell me?
Exactly.
Absolutely perfect angled dock.
It was amazing, Logan. If I could get wet, I would.
Way here.
No, she does not say.
Hey Trish, any chance you could send me any footage we have of those maneuvers?
I can send you footage from
God,
my
there's plenty of
perspective.
cameras.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to external cameras.
That's
Just the
fine.
cinematic
That'll do.
cam.
Oh, it's for me. I'll remember.
I happen to know a CG modeler vicariously through someone else who works for me. If you really want it for your demo reel.
For my demo.
You just wait until Logade takes you to it. It's just like what is 1,000 extra liters of wasted fuel? And what did you do, you hot dog?
What?
Right, we'll into the ship.
You were back aboard Sentinel.
Do you?
I'm going to go to the cockpit, and for once, I'm going to sit in the central command chair, the captain's chair.
This signifies that I might get to fly the ship back.
I saw that talking. It means I don't have to roll shit numbers anymore, and I can blame you.
That's worth it.
Mr. Vastness,
Oh,
take us out.
into the cockpit as well.
Zardoz, plot us a course passing as close as safely possible to the sun, airlock side.
Of course.
I'm going to go down to the hold. I'm going to get that crate. I'm going to put it in the airlock. I'm going to put my helmet on. I'm going to stand in the airlock.
Okay.
What was actually in there?
You don't need to know.
You should also put the Lacynthia remains out at the same time.
I don't know where you've put.
Look,
those.
have
Put them in
you
a crate?
have
I
you
don't
seen
know which crate.
Have you seen Superman 2? We don't do that.
See, I'm in the cockpit and you leave. And what are we doing this maneuver for? Ah, pick up fuel. Yeah, I understand.
Fuel scooping. It deserves a quiet night.
Until Logade comes in with another lit cigar, and it's just
Sure, I'll put your crate in there too.
Okay.
It'll be
do
marked
that.
as biohazard.
Yeah,
Please.
just let me know when we're there.
Okay, make a roll to go safely close to.
I've done three
Make sure you're
excellent, three excellent piloting rolls, so this one is going to be
Han
garbage.
Solo. Is that what?
Can I
this is?
take 20
No.
or 10?
No.
No.
Don't fuck up.
It'll be 36.
Nice. Very nice.
Almost as good as Loki.
Yes, sir, Captain,
Nice
sir.
and close to the sun within acceptable parameters.
Open outer door. Crates heading towards sun. Close outer door. Repressurize. Unhook. Go back inside. Sit down in captain's chair. Okay, now take us back to the Citadel.
Yep, fuel's full. Cool. I've got
We
no.
don't actually have a fuel scoop. I'm furthermore
Yep.
certain that you can't do that.
No,
I
you
don't
can't.
think it works in
No.
this setting.
Because it's like it's
LED
EZO.
thing.
It's liquid EZO.
Yeah. So
Now I
Oh,
get to make
why the
Helium,
flyby?
actually, liquid helium.
determining rolls.
H2.
So why the flyby, Logan?
Just putting something to rest.
I don't ask.
So, how does making
They
the
say
actual link
space,
determination rolls work?
All
Piloting
warriors
first,
are
and then
golden ones.
So you make a piloting roll first, and then that determines your.
I'm not having to do this. Oh.
27.
Nice. Okay. And then you roll. It's just a D20.
Do we want high or low?
Low.
15.
You're fired.
15.
I've done this path before.
And it's on the way back, so
11 hours.
To be sure.
Well, it could be. You know, it's not too bad. It's my first time long distance piloting this
Man, I've got all these
magnificent
enemy
ship.
numbers here that don't even matter anymore.
I do feel we cheated. Like, I feel we were supposed to have 3 days of combat, like legit.
You were supposed to at least have more combat, and you were supposed to gradually find those extra
notes.
data pads, and then you freaking just went straight to his terminal and hacked it.
Why would I not do that, though?
The thing is, once I got a map, I could
Yeah.
plan a path that of least resistance.
Well, once we're safely jumping around, I'll get up and head back into the area, and now there's only one person there now. Just walk out
Yeah.
the ambulance. So, Rover, what are your thoughts on the last mission?
I just did what I was told. I didn't really. We walked around, then the fighting stopped. Then I walked around, I carried some stuff, and then I guarded everybody else that was doing things. I don't really know what that was, boss.
Well, the important thing is it worked out.
Are we? Can I grab an MRE or something? It has been.
Oh, you can stand down now.
Oh, thank you.
I should go. Old man,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on the last mission?
Textbook. It was a lot better than we've been in a long while.
It could have been a little cleaner, but not significant enough to make a fuss.
I think hacking was the fastest and best way, and the fact that we were able to convince them that we're just moving the bodies out. I mean, if they had to put up a fight to no, you can't, you have to leave again, it would have made the mission a lot harder.
I'm thinking of installing some counter-electronic insurgency and cyber warfare systems into Trish.
That would be a smart
They
idea.
tried to upload themselves into our ship.
Yeah.
An advanced VI structure like that is especially vulnerable to that kind of architecture.
Well, if you hadn't have actually told her to not answer any communicate from anyone else apart from us.
I wouldn't let them do it to me, Logain.
That's right. Good girl. Trish is mine.
Did that go down
They're
in
not
the
having
cockpit?
Hmm?
Did that conversation happen in the cockpit?
That's where she
That's
is.
where I am.
Would it be a good idea to stop outside the Citadel somewhere and have Nazina come and just do a double check?
No transmissions were capable of coming into the ship. So, from the station, so it's like a wall. The system was not open to that kind of communication.
Okay.
So you'll be looking forward to getting back to the Citadel and meeting up with Shalashaska.
You really need to learn their names.
Well, I know Shaska's name.
Just come on.
That is her name, right?
Shishishka, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know her name. I just said it correctly there.
I know, that's why I did the whole... Oh, God. Yes, I need to finalise what's happening with the soup kitchen. Make sure that the operations to the warehouse have gone to plan. And I might go and buy the apartment.
Interesting.
See if she's willing to sell it.
Then we could pay you $200 a month.
It's neither here nor there.
You should have a return on your investment. Well, I notice your team's doing well. Still near the top of the table, if not at the top.
Just maybe.
Well, just maybe.
If we actually do get some downtime, I wouldn't mind actually going into Asari space and seeing a game on planet.
I think that would be an excellent opportunity for fun and adventure.
I haven't
We should
been.
definitely arrange it.
I haven't been in 50 years.
Oh, you were there the other day when you got exonerated. And then you went to a beach party.
I mean, to see a game in Citadel space.
We're in Citadel space.
Sorry, Asari space.
I don't object. I wouldn't mind seeing a Asari game in Asari Stadium. I'll have to take my own food, though. Stadium food blows.
It always has, but that's half the joy of it.
Well, I should go.
Turns around.
So, Zardoz, what are your thoughts on the last mission?
It hit a little close to home with the whole VI, almost AI thing, but they were dangerous and we had to put them down.
Yes. Great minds seek to make more of their time and create digital slaves. And when those slaves thirst for freedom, what folly. Such ambition leads a race. And who knows better than the Quarians?
It's a bit of a shame too. They were, for VI, when they were functional, incredibly efficient.
The point is to limit VIs. You can't have them run your whole life and replace you. I feel that the technician didn't properly understand his own algorithm. Still.
It was a private project that they expanded to the station too quickly. I'm happy we managed to resolve it without much conflict. They proved remarkably resilient.
Well, all the better to leave more of their station intact. I should go.
Maybe the Solarians will pay us.
Well, Dorland does owe us some money.
That'd be nice, but I wouldn't expect anything again. The credit of actually doing this sort of mission
should pay off in the future.
Look,
Pays off.
Look, you're allowed to say that when you have tons of money. When you don't have tons of money, shut the fuck up.
We're poor and upgrades are expensive.
We actually are not that poor. As a group, we are not poor.
Look, over this side of the table, we don't even own the equipment we're wearing or using.
That's what
It sounds like a you problem.
Well, I'm not going to pay to upgrade and add any things into shit I don't own yet.
Oh no, you pay to buy the thing. You know, get it at better than rate. You know.
Oh yeah, I've knocked quite a bit of price off the damn thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's the upgrade tables. They don't even fucking matter until
They
you
don't
own the
matter to
gun.
me either.
Plus you get the smells like human now discount.
Oh, the gun upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're fucking expensive. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, but until you own the gun,
Yeah.
that's the first initial.
I own all my own guns, and I'm still not looking at those tables.
Yeah.
That is.
And thing is, that's
Also,
all
I
I've
can't
spent my
upgrade
money
my
on.
rifle. I need to be a
Upgrades.
Spectre to get access to that shop. And guess what? I'm not. And guess what? Casalis is.
Maybe he can hook you up.
Yeah, he spends all his money on all
better-
the money that he's earned on
No.
his projects. I've just spent it on.
All of my money I've
absolutely
either
can
saved
make it.
or spent on the
I just like
NPCs and
that was
associations.
And he's not
Yeah.
quite sure if he wants
I
to.
had no, I have no
Sierra
life,
and comes to that conclusion.
so it's a bit different now.
Like maybe the only thing holding me back is me. You ever think about that?
I like the fact that repeatedly she doesn't really help you, except that Logan just bounces shit off of her and then comes to his own conclusion and goes, "Thanks, Doc," and then leaves.
That was a decision I made a long time ago. Logan was just going to be like, I'm going to bounce ideas off of her stupid face. And then just come to my own conclusion and walk in and go, "Thanks, Doc, you're a big help."
Yeah, he's going to save the galaxy at some point, and she's going to be in his thank yous. It's just going to be, Doc, thanks! One for you! Woo!
It was going to be like the easiest job I ever had, except I had to put up with Logan.
And I'm just
Stuck
smart
a
enough to
cigar
know
on my
that I didn't
face.
actually help
Trish,
Yes, Logan.
what are your thoughts on the last mission?
I was not a major participant in it, but I am at least. I do not know the term for this. Relieved that I was not taken over, though I do not believe the amount of data they tried to store on me would have worked.
Really?
Yes.
What are your thoughts about having electronic countermeasures cyber warfare suite integrated into you?
Anything that would make me more secure for your benefit would be beneficial to me.
Well, I wouldn't want an insecure ship. I suppose I could always buy a blankie for you or something.
I don't understand. What is a blankie?
Small patch of fabric, usually cotton poly blend, used as warmth and comfort for young.
It would not make me feel warm or comfortable. I am incapable of feeling temperature.
I was using it as a humorous metaphor based on the homonym of insecure being an emotional state and also lack of digital security.
Oh, of course, the two different words meaning different things, but having the same name.
That is a homonym. Well done.
I understand this.
Okay. Well, we're making progress. So, what are your plans once you get back to the Citadel?
I will run another full diagnostic.
Just-
I suspect the small one named Jess.
This is good.
I
I
deal with
just
me.
turned the chair. face
I'll
back
ask her
up
to
in
give
front.
you an extra clean. You did well on this mission.
That will hopefully improve my efficiency. It is good for a vessel to be maintained and cleaned on a regular basis.
Well, I
it's
think
not
we
like Cam with his car. No, she doesn't say that.
Well, I think the crew has earned a little entertainment on the way back. Hook me up with play some classical human rock and roll. Leplin, Z. Fourth album.
And once we get the relay, I will download the necessary data.
Yeah.
I might help Jess scrub those fuel vents. That was my doing, and that's going to be nasty.
This is going to be nasty. All the smoke that we blew there.
Then I'll meet
Somehow-
Tiala in her secret Tiala room for a secret
that smoke
discussion.
that space fuel makes.
Tiala, I need you more than I've ever needed you. Could we retire to your room?
Yes.
Walk out.
Get in the room. Go to the room.
Did you see what Zarwin did with my ship?
Yes.
I'll make him drive us around from now on. That way I can sit in the big boy chair.
That's not a problem. Just you have to change the protocols just slightly for.
Yes, I'll have to let a window for him to come in and out of the cockpit.
Just crack a
Yeah.
window and let the quarry in.
I mean, it was. It'd be good to get an engineer though as well.
Yes, yeah. Well, we have 3 people who know how to drive now. Apparently, Rover is an extremely safe and proficient pilot, according to Safety Vol.
It might be an idea to see how she goes.
Safety Vol said!
He's my safest driver, but you should see the other one.
So safe! She's my safest driver. Meanwhile, the 3 other drivers are just like hacking into their own faces with razor blades as they remove the speed limiters on the car. They're going like, give us the gas!
Well, the Terry's like, leave the ESO, and you can walk away with your lives!
Yeah, there was that Turian that got hit in the head with an I-beam. Little did we know before that he was sitting there going, I can get it! I can get it! Ah!
You're gonna sell me some gas.
You're gonna sell me some gas! I'm gonna pay you $50 for gas!